Okay, I think we should be live. Let's see here. Here we go, we're good now. Okay, there we go. Alright, we are back. Better than ever. So let go. Anyway, we are going to be doing a live stream. Pretty much, I don't know, we're probably gonna do like a tier list, so... Alright, let's get this going. So, I'm gonna rank all 44 games I played in 2023. There are a few that I didn't finish, but again, we will see. So, the first one, see if I can pull it up. Crash 4. Yep, here it is right here. Crash Bandicoot 4. This game was pretty good. It was good. Like, it wasn't... Like, it was alright. Like, it was good. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't amazing. Like, it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad either. Like, I still it's definitely not in my top 15 games, which I might post something about that on Instagram, like I don't know, like every day I post something, I don't know. But the game, it's pretty good, but not good enough to be like great B tier. So I think I'm gonna put it above, like I'm gonna put it B tier. It is good, but just not really the best game. So there's that. And then I'm just gonna put. So okay, so the games I haven't finished, I'm just gonna, or games I quit, I'm just gonna put a different. I'm just gonna put it down here since I didn't actually finish. So so now we come to the next one. Red Dead 2. Yeah, this one. Did not finish Red Dead Redemption 2, and the thing is, I do want to finish it. It is a good game for what I'm seeing. I got to put it in the did not finish tier. It doesn't say it, but does not say it, but we'll get there. And the next one, but I do like it. It's not bad, but it's definitely a good game. Because I like the characters, and I like how it looks great. It looks like honestly a game that could have released now, like this year, and nobody would complain. It looks even better than Baldur's Gate 3. I'm kind of trashing on that, but anyway, the next one I did not finish this one too. Far Cry 3. Did not type it right. Here you go, Far Cry 3. This game, like, I don't know, I didn't really like it that much. Like, it was fine. It was very, very meh. Like, it wasn't bad or anything, but it wasn't great. Or no, it was kind of, well, it wasn't good either, but it wasn't, like, awful. It's not awful, in my opinion. Is it great? Nah. No, not really, but is it awful? Not really either. It's just not for me personally. It's just mess it up. It's just not for me, so I'm gonna put it probably like D tier. D tier right there. I didn't finish the things I didn't finish it because I quit like a few hours in the game, but that's really about it for me there. Okay, the next one I actually did finish. Spec Ops: The Line. This is a great game. This is a fantastic game. It was definitely the first great game of 2023 for me. I'm gonna put it S tier. It's honestly that good. It's basically The Last of Us Part 2, but better, honestly. And no, I'm not trashing on it. I actually do like The Last of Us Part 2. I know people are gonna hate me for even mentioning that game and probably want to kill me, but hey, that's just opinions. And the game came out there's gonna be a remastered version of it coming out soon in next month in January. So there's that. But yeah, this game's great. I love the plot twist at the end. It definitely, well, I kind of already knew it. I loved the way they handled it. It was really good. I really liked it. And I did, even though the gameplay it wasn't anything special, but I still had fun with it. And it reminded me a lot of Uncharted, pretty much, which is a good thing. It reminded me, fun fact, the main character, Captain Walker, is actually voiced by Nolan North, the guy who played Nathan Drake in the Uncharted games. So that's a funny coincidence. Very funny coincidence. But yeah, fantastic game. S tier. It's quickly became probably S tier. Yeah, it's S tier. It's fantastic. Next one is, I'm trying to look at my backlog to see which games I played at the same time. After it was Batman, Arkham. I'm not even gonna finish. I'm just gonna say Batman Arkham. Batman. Great PC. But this game, like Far Cry isn't. It's funny because I did like Batman Arkham Knight. It was a good game. I played it last year and it was good. So I just did not get into this game. This game was just boring. It's boring to me. And I might say because I didn't play it for much, but At least the Far Cry and Red Dead, especially Red Dead, it kept me engaged. This one just did not at all. I'm gonna have to put a D tier. I did not finish it. And I did not like it. Okay, here's the other one. Dark Souls 3. Here's another one that did not, or like, it kind of disappointed me. Well, not disappointing, it's just, the thing is, I've been playing this game like this and Red Dead Redemption 2. I've been playing it on and off recently. It is a good game so far. I do like it. It's gonna take a while for me. It's gonna take a while because of how freaking long this game is. It is a long game. It is, well, no, it's not long. It's really hard, and it's just gonna take a long time just to beat this game because of how like difficult it is. One of the hardest games, and I like a little bit of the difficulty, but sometimes it can be a little rough. But as for a game, I'm gonna put this in the did not finish, but I want to finish category. So that's that anyway. Okay, now I believe we're getting into the good stuff now. Let me look real quickly. Give me one second. I gotta look at my backlog account to see very quickly. Yep, okay, I'm correct. Okay, so next one, Pikmin 3. The Switch version, yep, the Switch version of the game. Great game. I really like this one a lot. It is really, really good. Fantastic. I definitely prefer the sequel of this game. It's gonna be like A tier, like low A tier in my opinion. Like low A tier. It's fantastic, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic game and I love it a lot. It was definitely the game that it was definitely the first game in a while that actually finished and completed. Because the others, like the others I just talked about, I just rambled and talked about, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. But yeah, good game, I really like it, it's good. It's not the best game of all time, but it was definitely a game that brought me back. I really like the Pikmin themselves, they're very adorable and cute creatures. I really like the puzzles, and I like the gameplay a lot. It's like a strategy sims game. Not like an RPG, but like you have to strategize what you're gonna do. Like, do I have to collect this thing? Do I have to bring this back to the ship? It's really, really engaging in my opinion. And it definitely helped. Okay, here's one game that I did technically play last year, but I said I would stop playing it and then come back to it again in 2023, which I did. I did do that. But yeah, great. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna probably like B or A. I don't know. I'm gonna put it A, but like low A, like A minus at the moment. Like I think A minus for me. Or no, actually no, B tier. Like B plus for Big Butt Zelda. She got a dumpy. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, this is a good game. I definitely prefer Tears of the Kingdom, which I did play, because it has a lot more better mechanics, but I do like in this one. I like the story. It's like Link pretty much loses his memory after like a whole 100 years of Hyrule. He has to figure out what he has to do to save Hyrule pretty much, and it's really good. I like it. I like the memories and how open, and the game's super open. I like that a lot. If you're an open world guy, you have to play this game. It's really good. It's made for people that love open world games. I personally don't like open world games to an extent. Like if they're more linear, like this game, then I would play it. And thankfully this one did deliver. It did deliver on what it had to do. Alright. Now we're gonna do the next one. A lot of Nintendo games I've been playing, because they're pretty good. So the next, this is actually the very first Kirby, Pikmin, and Zelda game I ever played. So hey, maybe it's something. Kirby is gonna get slapped into A tier. It's great, and it has a great soundtrack too. I really like the soundtrack, and I really like how the 3D platform works. It works really well. It works really well in my opinion. And I do like the bosses are okay. Like they're a little memorable, but like not too memorable at the same time. And it's a cute game. It's a cute game, pretty much. That released back in 2022, and heard about it, but I never really thought of anything of it. Pretty much when it came out. But now that I played it, yeah, I can say it's pretty good. It's not fantastic, like I said. And I do think, at least in my opinion, the snow area where you get to, I forgot the world, but that part does get a little boring. But it picked up pretty quickly, in my opinion. So, it did pick up quickly for me. But yeah, good game. Not as good as Pikmin 3, in my opinion, but still really good. Still really good, in my opinion. Okay. Next is another Nintendo game. Jesus Christ. Don't worry, we're not gonna get that much into to Nintendo games that much. We have other games that I have to rank too. Yep, Splatoon, Spoon 3, everyone. If you know Schaefer Ellis. I am torn on this game. It is good, and it's good. And I did play a lot of it when I initially got it. I just haven't played it in months. It is a good game though, so I'm gonna put a B. I'm gonna put a B minus, like B tier. Again. The only problem is I haven't played it in a while. So again, that's the only problem I have with the game. I haven't played it that much. Like, I think since probably like months ago. I don't remember, but that's really the thing that kind of pushes the game down from like a great game. And I do like some of the stuff. I like it. Definitely has the best single player campaign in the game. It's really good. That boss fight was amazing, and I do like it. It's good. So here's another one. First one in a while, which I did not actually finish. I did not finish this one, which was BioShock Infinite. It's good, but I have not finished it. So actually, I'm gonna put Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm just gonna put this category as games I didn't play, no matter how I like feel about them. Unless it's a game I did actually beat, then it counts here. If I don't think it's that great, so there's that. But yeah, BioShock Infinite. I did play BioShock, the original BioShock, back last year, and it was good. It was a good game. And I did hear pretty mixed feelings about BioShock 2, so I skipped that one and just completely went to BioShock Infinite. And again, it is a good game. It is good. So there's that. Okay, hold up, folks. I am getting something. Give me a second. What? I'm doing something. Got me some water. Good. Good water. Hokoku. Alright. Then we're continuing on Splatoon 3. Or Bioshock Infinite. Whether one, I don't even know. But yeah, good game. Oh yeah. Now we're getting into The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Let's get that one over with. Alright. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I think, yeah, this is my first, or not my first, this is the first 2020, this is the first game I played that actually came out in 2023. And, yep, A tier. A tier, it's gonna go A tier. But, like, lower A tier, like, probably A minus at the most. It's great, it's a great game. It definitely improves a lot from Breath of the Wild. Like, I really like the vehicle mechanics, like, you can make a lot of things, it's really great. I actually like the boss fights a bit more, and the characters are a little better. And even it does improve slightly on a lot of aspects of the game, but like slightly. It's still not a huge difference. Like, it's still Breath of the Wild, but better, you know? Which sounds like a good thing, because it is, but still, you know? But yeah, Breath of the Wild, I don't have a lot to say about a lot of these games. I just want to tier list them, think about where I want to put them, and do my top 15 games. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, now this one. This one is gonna be good. Just gonna write that. Woo! God of War Ragnarok. Hell yeah. Sorry for the cringe, but still, this game's hype. Yeah, S tier. Okay, what the? Okay, for some reason that just happened. Yeah, S tier, S tier. It is genuinely fantastic. I want to talk a lot about it. Fantastic gameplay, fantastic story, great follow-up to a pretty critically acclaimed game. I love the story's really good. I love the villains even more. Everything from that made the original God of War pretty good is just 10 times better in the sequel, honestly. I don't know how you manage. Even the way you move in the combat is just more refined. It is so good. I love how the characters are, and I love, like, even though the big twist that happened with Odin, you know, disguising pretty much as, okay, I forgot what his name, but he's a very memorable character. Even if Odin was disguised, it's great. I love it. Genuinely fantastic game right here. Genuinely fantastic. I love almost everything about the game, except for a few, like the whole hand holding, like Mimir and Atreus keeps telling you what to do, which is annoying sometimes. And like Atreus' section with the girl, I forgot her name too, but you know, the whole section just honestly dragged out too long, and even after that you don't really see her all that much. Like, you see her a little bit in like a few cutscenes in the finale, but that's really about it. And that's really my issues. Everything else is genuine. This is one of the best, it has one of the best video game finales of all time. It genuinely surprised me on how fantastic the game is. And for that, I put it S tier, and it would, well, I was gonna say something, but never mind. But let's move on. I do want to say a lot about it. Maybe when I make, like, my top 15 games I played this year. Pretty much. Maybe I'll make, like, an Instagram post on it, I don't know, but we'll see. Let's do... Okay, that one's good. Let's just do the original. Pikmin. Okay, that's not what I had in mind, but you get what I mean. Anyway, we're just gonna do this one. Pikmin. I know this is 2, but I only played the first one. For some reason, it does not want to give me that. But, this was good. We're only counting Pikmin 1. This is not Pikmin 2 either. I'm gonna put it above the original. I'm gonna put it like above Splatoon slightly because I think Crash 4 is the better game in my opinion. It is really short. I still like it. Still has a lot of aspects which I really like from the Pikmin 3. It does have a lot of stuff I do like about it. I really like the time. Like you only have 30 days to complete the game. The whole objection and collect Pikmin, collect parts for your ship, so you can. It's basically you're playing as Olimar, and again, it is a little dated. Like, the graphics don't look the best, but they still kind of hold up. So there's that, I guess, for now. But yeah, pretty good game. I like it. Again, it is a good game. Definitely not as good as Pikmin 3, but still pretty good. Speaking of Pikmin, we might as wait. Let me check. Here, speaking of Pikmin, we got this one. Nominated 2023 Best Family Game. Hell yeah, we're gonna do this one. But yeah, this game's pretty damn good. It's honestly, I want to put it S tier honestly, or probably like A, A like A plus, A plus. It's fantastic. It's a great game, and honestly should be nominated for Game of the Year in 2023, but does not want because the freaking Game Awards just hate these Pikmin boys. I don't know what you see in them, JFK. I need to see these guys actually be nominated. Holy crap! Wow. Anyway, top of the. Oh, that's so frustrating. But yeah, let's continue. Like I said before, this is a great game. Pikmin 4 it is fantastic, and I really like a lot about it. The graphics look amazing. I like the dog Oshi. He's a great addition, and he's very funny and cute doggy. So hey, dog stands, we are back. And I actually really like the new Pikmin type. I really like the Ice Pikmin. Those are really good, and I like the new Glow Pikmin as well. Really good additions, and even all the Pikmin are back. Even all the Pikmin are back from Pikmin 1, 2, and 3. Every Pikmin is back. Everyone is here. But yeah, pretty good. Really great game. My only problem is the caves. It might be my fault, but I keep 100% collecting all these objects, and I honestly got bored because you have to collect a lot of objects, pretty much sparks, in order to move on to the next part. And I think I took that a little too overboard. So maybe like when I go on my next playthrough, I probably won't do that again. That was kind of a big mistake. But yeah, that's my only problem, which might have been my fault. And that's really about it. Yeah, that's really about it. And the thing is, when you finish the game, you don't actually finish it. It's like a kind of ending, like the first ending, and then you get the real ending. You have to do stuff to get the real ending, which is like a new other map. So there's that. But other than those problems, yeah, fantastic. Not quite S tier for me, but almost S tier. I want maybe even S minus if I'm like very generous. So yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, time for the next game. Let's see which one is next. Let's see. I need to check my list. For the meanwhile, let's put some music on this jam. This is a game we'll talk about in a bit. Music's a jam. Okay, next one. Let's see. Yeah, Nick. Okay, this one. Alright, this game. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. The first one, not the new one, but not the new one. I played this. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put it like C tier. It's definitely not a great game. It's okay at best, but at worst it's just not great. It's not bad, like, definitely not bad. Like, there's some modicum of enjoyment here. Like, I like using some characters, but that's really about it. That's really about it, to be honest. Other than that, I don't really like this game all that much. I don't have a lot to say about it, so we're just gonna skip past it. We're gonna skip past it. I don't know why I played it. Okay, here's the franchise I got into, and I'm excited for this game, for the third game coming out next year. Little Nightmares, the Little Nightmares series. Yeah, my only problem with this and the sequel is that they're both really short, especially this first game, which I think is like, you could beat this in like 2 hours, honestly. I beat it in 2 hours, but I still overall had a good time, so I'm gonna put it like B tier. Not as good as Splatoon 3, but still good. Like it's a solid game. Like I had a good time with it, but that's really about it. And then the next one is Little Nightmares 2. I played that one right after. Excuse me. Little Nightmares 2, which is even better, shockingly. It's definitely still short though, but I think this one it's a lot more interesting and a lot more confusing, and I actually really like that, and it makes it a lot more better. So I think I'm gonna actually put it A tier, honestly. It might seem pretty controversial to put this game above games like Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom especially. I just think this one is a lot more interesting, kind of like Spec Ops the Line in a way. Speaking of, where is Spec Ops the Line? I think I forgot. I think I didn't play it. Wait, where is it? Okay, here it is. I think I accidentally put it. I think I accidentally deleted it, I think. So let's put you back where you belong. Where you belong. Alright, there we go, we're good now. Alright. He's okay, boys. Alright, pretty controversial to put, but that's just personally how I feel about the game. It definitely, because I actually had this game way higher than I had. I actually had this game a lot higher on my list, but I did realize that it's not that great, so I put it down. Next is Portal. I don't know. This one isn't. I know it's really like iconic in the gaming community, and I still have Portal 2 in my backlog, which I think I'm gonna play that in 2024 in January. I'm definitely gonna play it. Not right now though. Like December, I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff. So there's that. But other than that, it's fine, I guess. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Like, I like the puzzle. Like, some of the puzzles I like. The thing that drags it down for me is, honestly, I had to look up a lot of walkthroughs for a lot of the puzzles. It just was not fun. I didn't have a good time for the most part. I still like some of the puzzles. And the ending is interesting, so I'll definitely play the second one, because I did hear that one is the better game, and this one was just like a tech demo, part of the orange box set from like years ago. Okay, now I think we're gonna get into the really good stuff. The really good stuff now, so let's go. Alright, this one is also really good. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm gonna put this in B tier. Move these really quickly. Yep, B tier. It's pretty good. I do like it. It is a good game. Is it fantastic? No, not really. It's not I do like a lot about it. Like, I really like the combat is pretty good. The story is pretty engaging. I like the characters. It has mostly everything I like. Problem is that it has a lot of bugs and glitches from a typical, and this is an EA game, so you know it's not great. And it does kind of drag, the glitches and bugs do drag it down. But if you can avoid that, which is something for the most part I couldn't do, but I can still kinda handle it, then you're gonna like this game a lot. I still do like it. I just think it brought it down a little bit, and the ending's a little weird and confusing, but that's really about it. And I'll probably play Jedi Survivor probably in 2024 when I get the chance to. So there's that. But yeah, other than that, good game. Not amazing, but I still had a good time with it. It's pretty good. All right. Next is another 3D platformer that I played. I honestly thought of like too highly of. Like I thought this game was fantastic. Like I was gonna put it like above Kirby in the Forgotten Land, but the more I think about it, the more it's like, what the hell was I thinking? It's still good. It's still a pretty good game. It's still a good game in my opinion. Actually, now I'm gonna move it out of here and put Breath of the Wild. You're gonna go like up. Like you're gonna go below. Like this is just like Jedi is just barely better than Sackboy. I just like the one part where it sings Funk Town, Funky Up, whatever the hell that song's name is. It felt a little out of place and just did not feel like right in the good setting. But other than that, pretty good 3D platformer. It looks great. It does look really good. It is good. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about it. Okay, here's another really, really good game. Like, this is another great one. Book Fables. This one is fantastic. Definitely my favorite, traditional RPG game I played this year. Definitely the best one. And I think the soundtrack. Wait, does the soundtrack end? I just put fish. This is a good one too. Anyway. Wait, Bug Fables, great, definitely the best RPG. Although I didn't play that much RPGs this year. Yeah, I'm gonna probably put it like right here. I do think Pikmin is slightly better, but this is still a great game in my opinion. It's really good. I like it a lot. Is it something I'm gonna play again? Probably not for a while, because it is a long ass game. It took me like 13 hours, like 31 hours just to finish the main story. It's a really long game. Don't mind me eating. Alright. But yeah, I'm drinking water for a sec. But I really like the characters and the protagonists. Like, all three of them are really good. V, Kabu, and Lei are really good. And it surprised me of how engaging the story is. Or not that engaging the story, like, it's simple. It's a simple story, but it still goes smoothly for the most part. I'm kind of surprised of how also, like, really, like interesting and how, like, creative it is, despite the whole game just being about bugs. Like, their hometown bugs. But I actually, like, I think the thing that helps is that it does have a lot of human, like, objects as, like, town stuff. Like, there's a bottle cap, there's a whole bottle cap, I think, that's like a roof of the house, I think. There's even, like shaped boxes. That's where, like, walls are made for houses. It's really good. And I do really like the gameplay. Gameplay is great too. I really like it. It's really good gameplay. I like it. So is that. But other than that, great game. I probably won't play it for probably years at the most. I still love it though. So I think I'd rather play other games like Spec Ops, God of War Ragnarok, and Pikmin 4 especially, or at least God of War especially. So there's that. Hey, wait a minute. We didn't actually run into a game. I quit. That's weird. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I was about to do something cool. Damn it. What the hell, Mr. Chop? Why'd you do this to me? Here's the pedestrian. Here's the pedestrian. This one was... I don't know what to think about it. I don't know. It's the game I didn't finish. Let's put another song now. I don't want to put that one. That one would get me copyrighted. There you go. Alright. But yeah, that one, I don't know, I quit like 30 minutes in. I just did not like the puzzles. It's just, it might look like I suck at puzzles, but no, I'm not. I just didn't like the way they handled the puzzles in the game. It just wasn't fun. So I immediately dropped it. Nothing else to say other than like the game was pretty good, but that's really about it. Alright. But yeah, I had very little to say about the pedestrian. It just, I don't know, it's just not my game. I know a lot of people like it. It's just not for me. Another game that probably should have been, honestly should have been rated higher. I had in time. Another 3D platformer game that, I don't know, this one should be better than Kirby and Sackboy, but I don't know, it kinda isn't, I guess. Like, it's definitely better than these ones, and it's not as good as Crash 4. Definitely not as good as Crash 4 in my opinion. It's still good though. Still a good game. Still a good game, but like I do like the gameplay. It's good. And I actually really like the bosses. They're definitely the big highlight of the game. It's really good. I like it. I don't really have a lot to say, but that's what it's that. And my hue is going to be C tier. It is very mid. Like, I enjoyed the first 2 hours, but I really did not like the last 2 hours of the game. It just was not good. And it kind of has the same problem as the pedestrian, where the puzzles just get really bad. Well, it's not bad, but like they're like way too damn confusing for me to understand. But other than that, it is meh. It's meh. It's mid. Mid. Anyway, give me a second, guys. Something's happening. Give me a second. Alright, boys, we back. Alright. Alright, we should be doing okay now. Anyway, let's continue. Hugh was mid. Is that really all I have to say about Hugh? Was it really that mid? Yeah, it was. Okay, here's another franchise I got into very recently. Okay, there you go. Nope. Resident Evil 2 remake, the 2019 remake of the game. Honestly, surprisingly great. Surprisingly a great game. I'm gonna put it like A tier. It's not the last one. I played 2 other Resident Evil games. This is the one I started off, and it was a great game. Like, it really was. Like, it gave me The Last of Us vibes without being The Last of Us. Because I know Resident Evil's been out longer, but Resident Evil is a great game. It is a great game. The second one. My only problem is some of the puzzles are kind of stupid. Like, it's mostly, surprisingly, centered around puzzles a lot of the time, which, for the most part, I actually like, because the puzzles are just basically, you have to find this thing, and then put it on this thing, or collect something to open a door, or find keys. That's pretty much, the puzzles in this game. And I actually like, Leon and Claire, especially Claire. Claire's my favorite out of the 2. Even though Leon is good too. I really like Leon in the game too. And yeah, great game. I really liked Leon's part with Ada. Ada is a milk. You cannot lie about that. Next game, please. So here's one. I actually, this is a game I actually replayed this year. Pretty much. And I remember playing it, and I liked it, but I never got around to finishing the campaign. Surprisingly, Titanfall 2. I'm personally not an FPS guy, but this one just does it for me, honestly. I just like the gameplay, and it would honestly go S tier. That's how good it is. Problem is, the game's like 3 hours long. What the hell were they on? I mean, I get it. This was mostly a multiplayer. This was trying to be more of a multiplayer than a campaign, kind of like Call of Duty. But at the same time, how is this gameplay is so good? Expand on it. Be longer. Like, this game had so much. It was gonna be so good. And it just, I mean, it's still so good, but like, it could have been like amazing masterpiece if they just gave it more time and a length. Because the gameplay is honestly one of the best gameplays of any game I played this year. One of the best. It's just, it frustrates me. It frustrates me. But other than that, great game. I really like the story, the character. I like Jack Cooper as a protagonist, and I love the Titan boy. He needs to be a pet of mine. So is that. Okay. Last year I got. Okay, next one is I actually got. Last year I actually really got into. I really got into the Danganronpa games, which Danganronpa 2 is up there, one of my favorite games of all time now. It's amazing. It's an amazing game. And another series that was pretty popular and had this type of gameplay, you guessed it, was Ace Attorney. I'm just going to use this picture as the, because I haven't actually played the other 2. This is just the first one. And surprise, surprise, well, not really, surprise, I did not like it all that much. It's, again, I can see why a lot of people really like this one, and I like a lot of stuff here too. I like some of the characters, I really liked it. But the problem is the length. Now, again, I didn't have this problem in Danganronpa because, well, it became longer and longer, but it actually kept me interested, you know? Kept me interested. But the problem is, I heard this game is, like, really long, and I didn't like some of the cases, like the second one especially wasn't that great to me. I had to look up a lot of walkthroughs, and I just dropped the game after chapter 2. It wasn't really my thing, and I feel bad about it because it is a good game. Just, I don't know, there was just some certain things that kept me from liking it that much. But so yeah, there's that. Anyway. Anyway, we're now pretty much over halfway done with this. I need a break. So, to win this time, I will be paused, so give me a sec. Okay, I think we are back in action. Let me test. And we are not back in action, okay. Alright, let's go. Alright, here's another one that I kind of quit, but I felt bad about quitting because I never, like I played it years ago. I don't know why I never finished it. So is that. Hey, I'm trying to switch it up right now. Here we go. Mario and Luigi, partners in time. It is okay. I'm gonna put in one I did not finish. Wait a second. I know this list is gonna get bigger later on, so we gotta push these a little forward down for a second. But yeah, this game, like the baby mechanic was an okay idea, but I don't think it was executed all that well in my opinion. You can hate on me for that, but that's just personally how I felt about it. But don't worry, that's another Mario Luigi game that I actually like, but I already played it. Alright, here's another one that I played. I played the beta, like when it first came out back in like May or June, and then the full game released in August. And I played for a bit. I had some fun, and I never touched it again. I'm gonna put it above SpongeBob. No, Nickelodeon. What am I thinking? What the heck am I thinking? My brain is not. My brain's not want to work today. Give me some food. Alright, let's go. Okay, next we got let's see. Okay, this one is interesting because it's another game from a series I have not played before, which is Paper Mario. '64, because for some reason it's called Paper Mario, but it just does not want to register to me right there. But it's another like series I actually got into, and it's not as good as Bug Fables, but it is kind of close. So I'm gonna put it like A tier. It is a great game. It is a great game. It's not as good as Bug Fables, at least story-wise, but I think Paper Mario is a little bit more replayable, at the very least. Or actually, no, Bug Fables is, never mind. But Paper Mario isn't as big. I actually do like it. My only problem is the partners. Like, they have a lot of personality, and yet they don't actually talk a lot. Well, they do talk, but like they don't talk a lot of dialogue because they're partners. There's 8 of them. How are you gonna cram all of them? And that's a problem. I honestly happy that Bug Fables they didn't have the problem because it only had 3 characters you control. Here you play as technically 2 people. You play as Paper Mario, the man, and then you have to pick one of 8 partners to pick from. Well, not at the beginning. Not at the beginning. Not at the beginning. You have to meet these guys first, and then you can play as them. And that's pretty much the basis for the game. And it is a good story. I do like it. And my favorite, Bo, who's like this girl, Boo, who's just, wow, she is something else. She's like this bratty child, like a spoiled brat, and it's just so funny to me. I don't even know how to think about that. It's just so funny to me. But pretty good. I like it. But yeah, pretty good game in my opinion. Pretty good game. Here's another one I have to pretty much type in badly. Alright, here we go. Mario. Alright, Superstar, the very first Mario and Luigi game, and I actually played the original, mostly because of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion, which I got for like $50. That's how I play Paper Mario. Yeah, that's pretty much how we did it. Yeah, but yeah, good game. I'm gonna put it. I want to put it B tier. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it B tier probably. Yeah, I think B tier is definitely the right call here. All right, good game, pretty good game, pretty good game. I did play the remake on my 3DS, and then I lost the game, and this is how I'm playing it again. It's actually honestly holds up a lot more than I was thinking when I was going into this game. I didn't think it was gonna hold up that much, but no, it actually holds up really well. Honestly, like to the point where you could just play the old one, and honestly, you wouldn't miss much from not playing the remake. It's honestly, and I actually prefer it because I actually really like the art style a bit more than the newer Mario and Luigi games that sadly won't come out anymore. R.I.P. Alpha Dream. R.I.P. R.I.P. Alpha Dream. But yeah, I like it, and it's the very first game, and I like how it's definitely not the craziest or like the big one. It doesn't even have the most creative Smash Bros. Attack. That would later on get developed in later games. That would be more creative. This one is just jump, mega jump, the hammer, the spin, and the fire, and for some reason Luigi just gets a thunder, which I think was his first time getting the thunder attack. Which I think they just came up on the spot. Makes sense for fire, but not lightning for Luigi. That's just so funny to me. But yeah, pretty good. I like Cackletta and Fawful, especially Fawful. Fawful would just later on get expanded in Bowser's Inside Story, which is one of the best. It's definitely the best Mario and Luigi game, and amazing. Next is Resident Evil 3. So shortly after a lot of games, I came to Resident Evil 3, and I know a lot of people criticized it for not being that great of a game. Some people criticizing like it's not a great remake. It's definitely not as good as Resident Evil 2 remake. And again, I do agree. I do agree to that person. I do agree to that, but it's still good on its own. It's still a good game. It's not, again, definitely not as good as the new. Definitely not as good. Definitely not as good in my opinion as the others, but still pretty good still pretty good. So I'm gonna put it above A Hat in Time. Just barely above, because the gameplay is kind of the same, but it barely has any puzzles, which I think that's what made the second game really good, was the puzzles. And I don't know, Nemesis would have been cool, but he's just the beta version of Mr. X from Resident Evil 2, who is someone who just chases you through the whole game. That's really about it. That's his whole damn thing. But it really was memorable, and it was really good because he didn't do much. But in Resident Evil 3, he just gets Nemesis just gets more crazier and crazier and bigger and disgustier and disgustier. Like the more you play in the game, and it's cool, but definitely not as interesting as just casually having a hat, a coat, and just kind of walking towards Leon or Claire in the second game. And I was about to say Claire. I do like Jill as a protagonist. I like Carlos, who's just awesome. I love that hair he has. Pretty sick, but a pretty good game. It's not great. Again, I keep saying that so many times. It's so much repeated. That's just truly how I feel. I just have to get that stuff out of the way first. Anyway, we're actually pretty much almost there. We are almost to the end. I think we just have around 11 more games and we should be finished. Okay, the next one is Tragically. So this one is kind of tragic in a way. Super Mario 64, a game that is very iconic and definitely one of the most important games of all time, but outdated, and that's why it's going on to the did not complete. Again, I can't blame the game. It is an old game. It is a really old game, and it was 1996, and this was impressive at the time, and a lot of people still really like this one, which I understand why. It's just, again, because of how outdated the controls and how the game is, I just could not like it that much. I respect the hell out of it, but at the same time, as for a game that is being played nowadays, it's just outdated. So, I'm sorry, Mario 64, you are pretty good, but again, you're outdated, which is the biggest, it's the biggest hurt. Here's one. So, great news. In October 13th, 2023, I actually finally got a PlayStation 5. Holy crap. This is actually amazing. I'm breaking character. Finally I got it. Woo, boy. But yeah, Astro's Playroom, which is, I'm gonna count it since it is a game. I am gonna count this one. It's pretty much a tech demo for the PlayStation 5 controller, and it honestly does it so good. And this is actually my very first, no, actually not really, but it was definitely, I actually platinumed the game. It was really fun, and I loved the cameos, and it's just a great celebration for PlayStation, which I'm a big fanboy of, so, yeah, I'm happy about that one. Okay, that's gonna take some time to dig in, so let's get these down really quickly so we can actually make more space for some of the other games that are going to be on here as well. Alright, yep, these ones just need to be shortened down a little bit. Okay, so this is going to go above Resident Evil 3, but not as good as Crash 4, because it is short. Because it is, again, at the end of the day, it's a tech demo for the PlayStation 5 controller. So there's that, and now we finally. So I think now we're getting into the games more into games that actually came out this year in 2023 that I did play. So the first one up is Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. The reason Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. Yeah, this is S tier. Immediately going into S tier. It was I'm gonna put it above God of War Ragnarok. It's probably my favorite game I played this year, and in the best game of 2023 in general that came out. It's amazing, masterpiece. I love, and this was my most anticipated game of 2023, and it lived up to the hype in all the best ways. It lived up to everything I wanted it to be, and it improved on a lot of things. I love the side missions a lot more. I really like the story on this game, the gameplay. Honestly, a little bit better. My mouth was getting dry. I was talking too much, but I really like it. I really like how the story is. I really like the villain. Like, I really like how Kraven is developed in this one. Like, he's really cool. And spoilers, but most people have played it already. But spoilers. I love the way his arc is, and how another spoiler, Venom. Just basically ate his whole head, and that whole boss, and this is probably the best game with this is definitely one of the best boss lineups in any video game. Like, every boss was just like, okay, this is the best boss, and then another one came in, okay, this is the best one, and then another one came in, and oh my god, this is the best one, this is just so good. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, so good. Amazing. I like the characters and how Venom is a great, like, he's kind of the main, like, Kraven is like the main villain for most of the game, and then Venom comes in, and then he's the main villain. Oh, it's just so good, man. I love this game. So cool. It's amazing, man. The map is big. It's twice as big. The music is just as good as the original. It does a lot of. I know a lot of people kind of trashed a little bit on this game, mostly Xbox fanboys and people who did not like this game, saying it was really short. And while it kind of is, I prefer shorter games. I prefer like 11 to 15 hour games, like single player, not like 100-hour multiplayer or single player game, because that's just ridiculous to me. That is ridiculous. But yeah, fantastic. I love it a lot. You know you love it a lot. Best game of 2033, no doubt. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Anyway, Lego. So now time for the next game another game that actually came out same day as Spider-Man 2. Same day as Spider-Man 2, which was Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which also came out, but unlike Spider-Man 2, which actually lived up to everyone's expectations, this kinda didn't. Okay, stop hating on me, commenters, but what I mean, game's pretty good. It is a good game. No, I'm not saying the game is bad. Far from that. And it's a pretty good game, and I grown to like it a lot more than I initially did. Just I was a little disappointed because of how much hype it was getting, and at the end of the day, it just became just a good game, but not really amazing. And don't get me wrong, this is definitely the best 2D Mario game in a long time, but like, it's not Game of the Year nomination worthy. I admit that. I do love the art style, but it's not. I do love the art style and how it goes, but the boss lineups just suck. All of it is just Bowser Jr. and Bowser at the end. Like, what the hell is this? I would go with the Kooplings more than just Bowser Jr. the whole damn time. What is this crap? What is that? And even some parts of the level, you don't even fight a boss. You just get a freaking flower, a wonder flower, and that's it. That's all you get. Like, and again, the music is forgettable for the most part. Like there's some good ones like the Bowser one, like the Bowser theme, which I still listen to. It's amazing, and I really like the overworld and the Wonder Flower Effect song. But other than those, the rest of the music is just forgettable, honestly. Okay, that's enough of me trashing the game. Let's talk about what I like. It plays amazing. The visuals look amazing. One of the best art directions I've seen in a long time. I really like the hype. Again, despite the hype being a little overhyped, it still was pretty good. And most people did love it. I just don't love it as much as other people. So I'm just gonna give it the B tier treatment. It's definitely high B tier next to Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. I just had to get that one out of the way because it really did bother me. It still was good, but not amazing and not as good as a lot of people said it was. Still good. I just didn't like it as much. I just didn't like it as much as other people. Okay. Alright. We're just gonna use this one. This one is just so funny to use. But yeah, Mario Kart Super Circuit. It is better than My Hero. Again, it is outdated. Although the controllers are okay, and I actually like some of the courses. But other than that, not really. I have to say much about. Okay, let's try to speed run through these last 6 games I have right now. Let's speed run these ones because this is getting a little tiring, but still like it. Resident Evil 4 remake. The Resident Evil 4 remake, which I played this year, and it is really good. I like it. It's a great game. Definitely, I can see why this one was so loved by everyone who got it. It's definitely gonna go. It's definitely gonna go up A tier. It really is that good of a game. There we go. It's a good one. I do like it. It is a really good game. Like a great one. It is a great game. I do like it a lot. I really like how it definitely has a lot more of what I like in the video game rather than Resident Evil 2, which is why I liked it a bit more. I like Leon a lot more in this game, although I do like Ada here, who is also just amazing as she is. Although her new voice is just, I don't know how to feel about it. It is still good, just why? Why would they change her voice on that one? And I actually like Ashley as the person you have to take care of or watch over, because the whole story is he has to go to this place that's centered around Mexican people and save the president's daughter, pretty much. And that's how the game is, pretty much. Great game. Again, I'm trying to speed run this one right now without. I'm trying to speed this one. Okay, Mario Party 2, which I played on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion. What the hell is this photo? What is that one? The game is... I don't know how to feel about it. I feel the same way how I do with Super Circuit. It's definitely not a bad game, but I prefer just like the problem, I prefer playing Mario Kart 8. I could just play Mario Kart 8 and Mario Party Superstars, and that's really about it. So it kind of suffers in that part. I kind of suffers in that. Okay, here's probably no, never mind. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say something. Alright, here we go. Hi-Fi Rush. Definitely one of the most surprising games of 2023 because a lot of people were not expecting it to be that good. And honestly, I gotta put it like A tier. Like it's bottom A tier. It's bottom A tier, but it's still A tier. Like I was very close to putting this like B plus, but I'm gonna be generous and put it here for now. Alright, Hi-Fi Rush. It's really good, and I really like how they did with the combat. It's really nice, and I love it a lot here. It's definitely not like the most best game of all time. I do like the soundtrack, how good it is. I really like, oh yeah, one thing I love about the game is the animation, like how the art style. It's one of the best looking games I ever seen. It just looks amazing. I love how some of the scenes feel like a show you're watching, like an animated movie or show. It's honestly that good and it's very impressive. And I like the gameplay, how you have to time with the beat in order to like pretty much like defeat enemies and hurt them. It's really good. I really like it. And the bosses are pretty good too. And I really like the characters. I like the main heroes. Like I like the Peppermint. I like 808 or Bob or something like that. I don't know. And I like the robot. I like the robot cat. Amazing. He's truly peak fiction. Anyway, let's go. And the last game I played that came out this year, but it kind of went on a bad note, was Dead Space, the remake. And the reason I say that is because I can definitely see this as a really good game. And to be fair, if I pulled through it, I could have finished it. But I kind of didn't really like the gameplay all that much, and I quit. And I eventually quit it. I eventually quit the game. So there's that. So yeah, I eventually quit the game. It's definitely not bad. I like some stuff, but it's just okay. And then the last, so I here's another one it was one of the biggest games of 2020. Definitely one of the biggest games. It was definitely one of the biggest games that came out. Okay, I spelled that wrong. I'm an idiot. Alright, Deathloop, which is another first-person shooter. I don't know why I thought I would like this game. I know it's for some people, but it's just kinda not for me. I don't like stealth. I don't like first-person stealth missions all that much. So yeah, I don't have a lot to say. And then we're finally at the last game, The Last of Us Part 1, the remake, which I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to count this in, because I technically already played this game last year, and it was a fantastic game. But this part 1 honestly solidifies the game even more. It makes the game even better, in my opinion. It's honestly great on how it achieves it. It's honestly great. I love what they did with the gameplay. I love the graphics. It just looks 10 times better now. It's just now the definitive way to play The Last of Us, and it makes it already an amazing game even better. And again, it's a lot of people's favorite game of all time, and one of the best games of all time, and I have to agree on that one. It's one of the best games of all time, in my opinion. Finally done. And there is another game, but I haven't finished it. Doom, the original Doom game. So there's that. Anyway, let's count. Let's do everything. So as for games I did not finish Mario and Luigi. Let's just do like a quick wrap up. As for games I didn't finish, Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time, Ace Attorney, the first one, The Pedestrian, Batman Arkham Asylum, Far Cry 3, Bioshock Infinite, Dark Souls 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Super Mario 64, Dead Space Remake, and Deathloop. Let's turn the audio. I think this is better now. The audio. How is the audio? I have no idea. Alright, and as for games I actually completed, from worst to best, this is definitely not 100% how I'm gonna rate these, but this is just currently how I feel about them at the moment. And at the bottom we have Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, then My Hero Ultra Rumble, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario Party 2, Portal, Hue, Little Nightmares, Splatoon 3, Pikmin 1, A Hat in Time, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Astro's Playroom, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, Sackboy Big Adventure, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga 2003 version, Hi-Fi Rush, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Little Nightmares 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Paper Mario, Titanfall 2, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Kirby 3 Deluxe, or not Kirby 3 Deluxe, Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Bug Fables The Everlasting Sapling, Pikmin 4, Spec Ops The Line, The Last of Us Part 1, God of War Ragnarok, and finally, Spider-Man 2. Well, that was a long tier list. And again, this year has been great for me. It has been great. I don't think personally it's as good as 2022. Like, I think 2022 was definitely, like, I did play a lot more better games, but this one is still a great one. Like, I don't think I played a lot more, like, good games than actually fantastic or great ones. Again, there are a few that were genuinely fantastic, amazing, like a lot of the A tier and S tier ones, but most of the games were good. Like, they were B tier and C tier sometimes, and there were some games I quit, so that were really not my thing at the time, or I don't know, couldn't get into them, or I just kind of left them behind and did not care about them. But yeah, that's my tier list, and I might, I don't know, after this, I don't know if I'm gonna make my top 15 games. I might just make a post about it on Instagram or Twitter, something, because I don't really feel like making a video about it. But as for tier list goes, this is how I'm gonna do it for now. Yeah, pretty much that's it. But yeah, gaming 2023, genuinely one of the best years for gaming, at least for games that have come out. It's really good on how it does it. Like I actually played a lot more games that came out this year than 2022 itself. Like, I played Spider-Man 2, Pikmin 4, Resident Evil 4 Remake, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Hi-Fi Rush, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and also My Hero Ultra Rumble exists, and also Dead Space. So there's that. and that's really about it. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm getting tired. My voice is getting, like, bad now. Alright. Bye.